I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, baby.
Don't give a piss about nothing but Tide.
Blitz, Bama, Blitz, baby. Blitz, Bama, Blitz. I love America and I love the Tide, baby. And I love Will to death.
That's right. I
Don't
love
give a piss about piss but the Tide.
Tide, go get 'em. Tide, go take 'em down. 24 to 17.
Now we're officially live. Holy shit. Tech girl, where you at?
Did we record that whole, the whole?
On camera, yeah.
Bet.
But we don't have it on audio because
Isn't this thing an audio thing?
it is, but it doesn't pick up great audio.
Oh, it doesn't?
Not like
Fair.
this. Yeah. So, what's up, everybody? We're back with a Roughnecks Roundtable. This is Roundtable number 2. And I have to write down the start time to remember where we're at because I will forget. I guess it's close to me now. 7:53. But Roughnecks Roundtable number 2. And if you guys don't remember how these work, it's me, Dante, and Reno. Which I feel like now I need a whiskey, so I'm just gonna cut off for you for a second and let you guys talk.
All right. Well, what's up? What's up? What's up? We are here for number 2. Not sure what we have planned to talk about today, but
Cole does.
Oh, Cole does.
Oh, man. I
shit.
forgot about that. Shoot. It's been so long since we started playing him.
But yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
here. We made it,
Man. Sorry, guys. I had to cancel like 4 times on you.
dude. Life.
Shit just got weird. What is it? Man.
Tempting,
Yeah.
man.
that didn't take not much convincing there.
You can start tomorrow.
Oh.
It's April Fool's.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have a drink on in April? No.
No.
They
Don't remember
they
that.
They don't need to know it was on April Fool's Day. There you go. Oh, you got the official ice cubes.
They were like $9, so I said fuck it and bought them.
$9.
Nah, you have the official ice cubes too. The little dime, or what are they? The little like it look like dice. They have your initials in them.
Yeah, they're hold on. I'll get on there in a second. I just fingered the shit.
Maybe we should just cut this whole part out and start over. Let's get some drinks in hand.
Getting the ice all over. We're just struggling today.
Sorry, we'll reset after a sip.
Yeah, a little kickback.
Yep.
Roughnecks mug here. Dang.
Where'd you get that Buffalo Trace from though? Oh, okay.
What do you want, Reno?
What?
Buffalo Trace, these little Haydens, and then this is Russell's. Or do you want
I'll do
Buffalo?
Buffalo Trace. That sounds good.
That works. It's the harshest of the
I need to get a bar cart, man. I'm slacking at the house.
Tell me when this is whoever's. Tell me when.
Just line it up
Sure.
with yours.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a different shape, but I think that's even.
Okay.
It's hard to tell with different cups.
Yeah.
You gotta look at the ice cube.
Oh.
Well, I guess they're
True.
different. No.
Thanks, sir.
Yep.
Oh boy. All right.
I knew you were gonna look at them. That was not intentional. I don't even know what it is, or I did. It has to do something with a drink, but yeah.
Whoa. Welcome.
That was planned, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little harsher than the Russell. Like so, when I got the
that.
Buffalo Trace, I got all 3 out that night and was like, I'm trying all 3 of them, like right after one another. Like did like my own little taste testing, and like in my opinion, like Buffalo Trace is the best tasting, but it's just got like the little bit of a, it's more of like a shot sometimes, and it's like a little harsher. The Russell's is the smoothest And Basil Hayden's, when I originally got it, I was like, damn, this shit is really hard, like really rough. And because it was when I was first starting into the bourbon trail. And now I'm like, wow, this is cheap. I can tell a difference now. That means I drank too much bourbon.
The Buffalo Trace is more expensive, obviously.
Yeah, it's not too bad though. I forget
It's
how much
like
it was.
$45.
Yeah, it's really not
that's
that
really
bad.
not that bad either.
But you can't find it anywhere here in Ohio. I got it in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I can't even get it like at most bars
Yeah,
that I try to go to, or that I go to, or even restaurants.
But yeah, no. So this ice cube maker was $9, but it was 3 of them. There's square ones, there's the circle ones, and there's diamonds.
Oh, fancy.
But yeah, been a wild past 20 minutes trying to get everything situated.
Now we're here. We're good.
We're here, yeah.
All right.
So,
Cut, take 2.
do we want to talk about the push-up challenge? Because it'll be starting, I think, the day after, roughly, this releases.
Oh.
So, because we haven't really decided how we're gonna do it. I just kind of said emailed you guys like kind of an idea of what I was thinking.
Dude, I'm down.
So I don't know. How do we want to do it? Because the push-up challenge, it's actually in quotes called the Roughnecks push-up challenge, but it's really Reno's push-up challenge that he came up with that I'm not expanding, just like getting out there more. Reno, you want to explain what it is?
Yes. So it's called the Push-Up Massacre.
And it is exactly what it sounds like.
It's a legit massacre. So your number, usually I tell people pick a number between 50 and 100 to start. If you want to start lower, like if you know you can do a lot of push-ups, go more towards 100. If you can't do that many push-ups, go more towards 50. But you have, say your number is 75. You have to do 75 total push-ups. So total push-ups. First variation is a decline, so your feet are up on a bench, and you crank out as many of them as you can. And so you get like 20. Then as soon as you go to failure, you stop, and you start doing normal push-ups. And same thing, as many as you can till failure, and then you go right into knee push-ups. So your knees until failure, and like between failure sets, you're not taking a break. Mm-hmm. You go right into the next variation. So decline I do 20, then normal I do 10, and then knee push-ups I do 5. Like at that point I'm barely there.
Right.
So then after you get off your knees, you have to go to a incline push-up. So your hands are on the bench, your feet are on the ground, and then from there you go to a knee incline push-up. Same principle, as many as you can at each one until you reach your number. So you might not go through every single variation to get to your number, but like that's the total amount you need to get. So I need to get 75 push-ups somehow in those different variations, but I can't go back to one. I can't skip one. I have to go through that progression. And by the end of it, you're just toasted.
I will say that when you get to like the knee push-ups, you're like, oh, sweet. Like maybe a little break. I can crank them out here. You get to those knee push-ups and you're already so done that like you're like 3, 4. It's terrible.
Hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
But we're going to do a little challenge with it. Should we do a challenge to see who can get the most?
There's got to be a time limit then.
That's fair.
I say we start with like...
Or should we do
no, we should do a time limit. So the number is 100, and whoever can get to 100 push-ups
the quickest
wins.
This will be on Instagram. Yeah, so Here we go. Yeah, so we'll have it on Instagram. Me, Dante, and Reno will all do it. Dante, you got to do it. Yeah. I'll be doing it at the end of my chest workout too.
Yeah, you have to do it at the end of your workout.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it fresh.
Yeah, just
bright and early.
Warm up just for the push for the massacre.
Yeah. So I'll have all the details out there. We'll figure out all the details, but essentially it'll be you have to get to 100 as quick as you can. Should we say that they have to hit all variations or just?
No, just 100.
Okay.
But they got to be legit push-ups.
And you have to go in that order, though. You have to start with the decline. You can't just, like, do normal push-ups for 100. Like, you have to start with the decline and work your way through. Okay.
And there's no rest between variations.
Yes.
Until you get to the last one.
We will have to judge these clips that get submitted to make sure that they're legitimate.
Full push-ups.
Wow.
And I guarantee there's nobody who can do 100 straight. Especially if you go to failure and then go right into the next variation and right into the next variation. There's no way you could get it in one try.
Yeah, it might take
No,
it might take me 3 hours.
My numbers that
Like,
I
you're
was
gonna
looking
have
at,
to rest.
Now that I'm looking, I didn't know you were supposed to go to 100, and I was just doing as many as possible. And I think I was getting closer to that 50 range probably. I don't know exactly what I was at because I can't remember. I think I might have my last one wrote down. It was not a good one because my shoulder was not feeling good.
Also, you were just going to failure in every.
Yeah, and I wasn't even
Jesus.
getting close to 100. I can tell you that much. All right, so I did 25 decline, 8 normal, 8 knee, 3 incline, 17 incline knee. So that's what, probably closer to, that's over 50.
Yeah,
Right?
I think so.
So you have 50 more to go after that.
Yeah, so I'd probably have to go like 4 rounds by the time it's all said and done. God, that sucks.
It's fun. Well, dude, I can crush out push-ups because I just have massive triceps just from pushing people my entire
Yeah,
life.
that's true.
So like push-ups, like pushing things is my strong suit. If I'm pushing it overhead, count me out, dude.
But Roughnecks Roundtable number 2, we got an interesting topic this time that we forgot about, and now we're bringing back. But aliens, and we're going to definitely expand on this more. But Reno, what do you got for us here? Because this was your idea.
I mean, let's just cut the bullshit. Like, come on. People talk about this topic all the time, and there comes a point where, like, they're here.
Oh, yeah.
They know we're here, and I think we know that they are here.
Yeah.
I think we
what
know
is it,
that.
Area 51, or is that what it's called?
Yeah.
What, the top secret thing? Yeah.
Where a lot of people think that they have aliens there.
Yeah, Area
Yeah.
51.
Which, in my opinion, I think if we captured some aliens, them motherfuckers would be like, hell no, and they'd come back and take them motherfuckers real quick.
Unless they died.
That's true.
But also, like, isn't Area 51, like, underground? Like, it's an underground, like...
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure there's.
I mean-
there's like hangars and underground stuff.
Yeah.
and
I feel like if we did have aliens, they'd have to be there.
You guys heard the story like Bob Lazar, right?
Yeah.
You heard that whole story?
I can't say I have.
He's a guy, he supposedly worked at Sector something in Area 51, and he worked on back engineering like a spacecraft. So they had like a recovered spacecraft, and he was like a super smart like engineer type dude. So they brought him in all through these clearance things, and he had to try to back engineer this like kind of element or this like power source. And that was his job at Area 51, was to try to back engineer it
Trying
so
to,
we
like,
can
turn
use
on.
it. Yeah, well, it was on, and they knew that was the power source, but they didn't know like how to access it or turn it on, turn it off, like control it. I think something like that. Anyway, he had to back engineer it, and then he ended up getting canned and went to the public and told everybody about it, and they verified everything that he was saying.
Oh shit!
It was great. If you should listen to that episode on Joe Rogan. It's
anytime I
nuts.
listen to Rogan get into
Yeah,
freaking
that
alien
episode
stuff,
is
I'm like,
crazy.
God, dude, you're driving me nuts.
It's crazy, but like, I mean, they're here. Or
do you think? I mean, I guess I could see that they're here. Do you think they're like undercover? Like you, they're do we pass by them every day and don't even know it?
You're good.
no, so I don't see that's where I think conspiracy gets a little too far. Like, I don't think there's like those,
Morphing.
the morphing people or the scaled people.
I don't think they look like what we
Like
think.
what did it say?
the reptile.
I
Yeah,
don't think
you
they
know what I'm
look-
talking about.
yeah,
Like,
I
I think that's come on,
And
that's
I don't
foolery
think they
right
look
there.
like the big-headed freaking whatchamacallits either. I think they kind of look similar to us. Maybe not exactly like us, but I
I
think
don't know. Maybe. I mean, you
Yeah,
got to
I
think you
mean-
got to live on a planet that's like identical to us to look like us.
that's true.
Because if there's
Because we
different,
look like the environment. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
Damn.
because like if the environment was full of like, I don't know, some crazy chemical, and like instead of having skin, they have like shields or some shit. Like they look
True.
like rhinos. They got like turtle shells.
Do you think
Fucking Ninja Turtles.
because if there are aliens, right? They're going to be, to get here, to know we're here, they have to be literally so much more advanced than us.
Yeah.
So do you think that we could be like an experiment for them?
That's what I was thinking too. Are we like ants? Like where we're like we're just so small, but they're just studying us.
Like tsunamis, they're just dropping water on the ant mound type
Yeah.
shit.
With a dropper.
Yeah.
Well,
I used to do that, but full circle moment right there.
you are the ant.
Yeah.
Well, think about it this way. If we discovered a planet that had these like primitive like creatures on it and like we saw signs of intelligence, wouldn't we like give it shit to like grow and learn and, you
Yeah.
know, maybe
I mean, look what we're
modify
trying to do
one or
with, like,
two of
Mars
them?
and shit. Like they want to be able to live on Mars, so they're trying to figure out like things out. And if we get on Mars, I guarantee you they're gonna try and make it to where like you can live and make it a livable space.
Yeah, well,
Do
they're
you
talking
think-
about like changing the atmosphere in Mars.
That's
Like they land and they like shoot shit up into the clouds and it like
What? Damn.
and it like changes the atmosphere or like covers. I don't know, man.
It's like a
Something like
giant
that. They're
bubble
trying to
around
do
it.
something with the atmosphere.
But do you think we would actually, if we did find a planet with primitive creatures, you think we'd give them shit? I feel like, I don't
Dude,
know.
maybe. I mean, look what
I-
we do.
fucking
Look
look
what we
what
do
we
to
did to
ants.
Ukraine.
Look what you're doing to ants. Why wouldn't we do that to?
I wasn't giving them shit though. I was like destroying their mound.
Dude, but what if you could? What if you had the ability to be like, you know what? I'm gonna just inject
Maybe-
this ant with some mutated shit and watch it just.
So it can
Grow.
talk to me and just hit
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I'd do
Hey,
that.
what if
Like
maybe,
instead of looking at these monkeys, you know what? Like let's give it some tools and like shoot it up with some stuff, make its brain bigger, and see what happens. Oh my god, they turned into
Actually,
humans.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
don't
You're
know.
right.
What
As
if
an
there's-
experiment though,
there's
no
fucking
dead ass.
multiple of them, and like there's just that one asshole that comes along, and that's when we have tsunamis. It's the fucking asshole with the dropper, like, fuck you guys.
Okay, yeah. Damn.
And sometimes
Think
they
about it
like
that.
they like fuck it up, you know, and that's where you know you get crazy people.
Yeah.
Like we fucked that, we messed up that one. It's like mice do an experiment on mice.
Yeah,
Sometimes then they don't have to live.
that is true. Damn.
That's deep. All right, sorry. That
No, I'm
we
like,
got a little deep.
we-
But
we
like, what
definitely
if?
would. We would. It would be like in a science experiment, or we would like give them tools to see how they use those tools and shit.
Well,
Yeah,
and then we
here's-
got so smart that like we made nukes and shit. Then once we started bombing them off, they all come around and be like, "Yo, they're about to blow up like our experiment here. We can't let them do that." That's why all these sightings are now around like nuclear sites and shit.
Bro, I've actually I've thought about that though. Like if it did come to a point where like shit hit the fan and everyone's just nuking each other, like do you think they'd come down and be like, "Yo,
They just like snap
Alright,
their
now
fingers
here
and like
I'm gonna go
ends
off
the
of
nukes.
this because think about the pyramids. I'm going to the
Mhm.
pyramids thing, and it is weird
let's go.
with the pyramids because think about it. Those things are like nearly perfect,
yeah,
perfectly built, and you would have to have advanced technology to build those.
1,000%.
There's no way in hell you're telling me they had however many people drag those blocks up a freaking ramp and place them near perfect.
Have you seen how big some of the blocks are? That shit's not. Yeah.
Dude,
There's
and the
no
blocks
way.
the blocks are from thousands of miles away. It's
Right.
not like these blocks were just laying around the city.
And also,
They were
Right.
from miles away and they
Because-
dragged them there.
people were talking like, well, why don't the pyramids settle? Well, they cleared the sand away they're set on limestone. Like how I do like a patio, and it's to make it more sturdy, and that's why you set things on limestone, but that's why they don't settle. So how do you clear that much sand away? Because they do go down into the ground a little
Mhm.
bit. So what are you digging for a freaking 10 years?
Or the sand wasn't there because the Sahara Desert used to be like a big old
But
rainforest.
Supposedly, some things I've been reading about it is that the sand was there and they cleared it away.
Ugh.
What?
Yeah. So like that's what's strange about it. And they all face like north, not all of them, but
It's
most
not like
of
it's
them.
not windy either. Like
Right.
it's
Yeah.
just gonna blow right back.
So in kind of going off that, did shit hit the fan and they all just dipped out and left like the pyramid, like some things were just left here before they got destroyed.
Well, I've seen some shit about the pyramids where like
You know,
isn't the top copper or some shit? The top of
Yeah,
each pyramid,
yeah.
and then like I saw some like it could have been like an energy source of some sort, like magnetic energy,
Dude,
because they're all like perfectly. It's like is it like a square or like how are
they're
they?
a square, yeah.
Yeah, they're all
they're
lined up.
within like inches of being perfect.
well, like right, exactly. Like how do you build that with such precision?
People can't
Manpower.
do that shit today.
Right.
Like how long would that take to build literally today?
Yeah.
That would take years.
I mean, look at
You
Intel.
know what I mean?
Intel that they're building now. I guarantee you that building will not be perfectly square. Guarantee it.
No way.
And that is billions of dollars going into that. So it's it's gonna be, they gotta have it real good and
Right.
everything's gotta be nice, but like it's not gonna be perfect. But yet the
Dude.
pyramids, when they didn't have advanced technology, supposedly are damn near perfect.
You want to know something else that's crazy about the pyramids? So if you take I forget what it is, like the measurements of the pyramid. I don't know if it's like the width of it or like the whole like circumference of it. It is the exact measurement of the equator on the Earth.
For real?
Yeah, look it up.
I believe that's freaking weird. That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense,
Yeah,
but
how-
it's true.
how
because
would
if
they
they didn't
know
have
that?
advanced
wouldn't have
technology,
known
you
that.
can't know that.
Yeah, not at all.
There ain't no way. There was probably one guy. Yeah, he walked around the freaking. No, he
Like
didn't.
that's the only case that I can literally say they were not man-made.
Yeah,
There's no way. That much precision, that much stone,
Yeah, they couldn't measure
that much accuracy.
There was no measurements or anything. It's literally just had to be.
I mean, how smart were they? Like, if they really did build it,
The perimeter.
Oh, so what if that was like obviously a previous civilization, right? But that's the only thing left standing from like the aftermath.
yeah, like they were before the Egyptians type thing. I'm talking like maybe the Egyptians didn't even build it.
Right.
They just renovated it.
Right. Yeah, and claimed it.
Yeah, it was there long before them.
What? The Great Pyramids of Egypt now stand a full 3 miles south of the spot where they were originally built.
What?
Continental shift or something.
That's how much it's shifted in the last 4,500 years. The circumference of the pyramids is 40,075 kilometers. Now, how long? What'd you say it was?
It's like the circumference of the Earth, something like that.
Be
You
crazy.
should just look up like pyramids. Like size of like equator.
The circumference is way up. It is 40,075. The distance all the way around the equator.
So it's confirmed?
The exact same.
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make sense at all.
That doesn't make
The
any
exact
sense.
same.
There's no way it's just a coincidence
No.
either. I'm sick of
No.
saying shit's
Yeah.
a coincidence.
That's what I'm saying. Let's cut
There's
the
too
shit
many
here.
coincidences. Like that.
At some
That's
point,
too
it's just
many.
like
Like if there's one, it's like, yeah, that's weird. But then you go down another one and another one and another one, and it's like, when does it stop?
That's why I don't know. Like I feel like I can't get like in too far with history, but like sometimes some of the like the deep history stuff really intrigues me.
It really does. Have you seen this shit with the solar eclipse too?
Oh man, the eclipse is nuts.
Well, have you seen this video that's going around about the cities it's passing over
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're.
with the biblical?
Oh no.
Oh, you haven't seen this.
Uh-uh.
This is interesting, and it made me stop when I was listening to it. Yeah, probably take your headphones off to hear it. But
There was an eclipse that took place 7 years ago, went right across America. There's another eclipse coming right across America. It'll make a perfect cross on the center of the nation.
God made the first sign go through 7 cities named Salem on August 21st, 2017.
The word Salem, according to the Bible, is peace. So God is saying 7 times he offered peace. The next eclipse is coming. It goes through several cities here, particularly Nineveh. Nineveh. So first we have 7 cities called Salem, and now 7 cities called Nineveh. 7 and 7. 7 cities called Salem, 7 cities called Nineveh, and 7 years apart. Right in the center of the cross is a city called Rapture. What is God's message? He's coming very, very soon.
But it's like I'm not a very religious person, but it's like
What if?
so.
Then what does that mean? God's coming? So,
Is it God or is it the aliens?
amen.
Or are they one and the same?
Dude, could be.
Are they? Yeah.
Could be. You know what freaks, like, the people who, like, when they're little, they, like, remember themselves being in, like, wars and shit?
Yeah, that shit is creepy. Super creepy.
It's like, what? How does that work?
Like little kids saying something, like remembering some, or like telling stories that obviously little kids should not be able to remember.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Dude, there's so many weird things that happen. And, like, it's hard to believe that we are the only civilization.
Yeah, man, there's no way. There is no way.
And, like, the thing I kind of go back to, too, is, like, how did it take so long to make such advancements? Like, in the world. Like, think about technology. Like, how did it take so long for people to figure it out? Like, when we had, like, when you really go back all the way.
Like, to, like,
because look
caveman
at
to swords.
I mean, look at the advancements we make every day now today. And, like, they are light years above. Now, I know it comes with the advancements that have came, but we're light years above where they were when cavemen and, like...
In a much faster rate.
Yeah.
But I don't know, is it? Because, like, to us, that's a quick jump from, like, I don't know, like the first Microsoft to where we are now with that shit on our phones. A matter of, what, 15, 20 years? And then, well,
Yeah. But, like,
yeah, I don't know. Like,
here's what's
how's
weird
the
to think
caveman?
about is, like, we're all older than Google.
Yeah.
Google was 1999.
Dang.
So, like, it feels like we feel like Google was forever ago, but really we're older than, which it was still a long time ago, and retro, you know, and really looking at it. But I don't know. It kind of confuses me, like, how we make such advancements now of the things, and, like, why did it take so long?
Right.
Because there was way smarter people before us.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the jump between, like, 1940 or, like, 1924 to 2024, I feel like was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, how big was the advancement from, like, 1600 to 1700?
Yeah.
I feel like it, like kind of what you said, it has to come with the technology of being able to advance that fast and more people.
Yeah, that's also
You
true.
travel faster,
Mm-hmm.
get places quicker. Yeah,
Like,
I see what you're saying.
I mean, I feel like, I mean, I guess there's not probably a correct answer, but it has to be that, though.
I mean, that definitely helps. There was probably that one drunk guy at the bar, like, I got this idea. It's a car. Screw them horses. Let's get a motorized horse.
You see that wheel? What if we just, like, put something on it? And just did it that
There's
way.
probably so many people that came up with stuff like that, and they're like, you're drunk. Shut up.
Honestly, though. I mean, just I feel like I've had some good ideas sometimes.
That's true. I mean, we always come up with things. I don't know.
Man, that's the
hardest part about an idea is like the execution of how you're gonna like
Well, and you have to
build
be able
it
to
or
fund it
like
nowadays
exactly.
and that
Like I
kind of
feel like
shit.
I've
Get a
had some
patent.
$1 million
Yeah.
ideas, but like
Dude,
can't
that's it.
actually
That's
do
the
it.
way to wealth right there. Inventing something.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Dude.
Getting a patent, having it bought off you, even if you don't want to run with the whole business thing.
There you go.
Yeah, all right, $1 million.
But dude, like that's $1 billion. Like, what do you do every single day? What does everybody do every single day? And how can you make that easier?
Mm-hmm.
That's your $1 billion invention.
That's what they say. That they don't have a job. Like, that's just what they do.
I mean,
Try
to be
come up
honest,
with
you
things.
just need to build a prototype, and they'll probably change it. They'll
Oh,
probably,
yeah.
like you don't. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
It just has to be there enough to like, oh yeah, here's my money. Here's the money.
Genius. Or like just creating something really small that goes on everything.
Like the freaking chips for cars and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, you remember when? I mean, supposedly isn't that partially what Intel's gonna be? Is like the chips. And
Oh yeah.
stuff.
That's like all they're gonna do.
So like that kind of stuff, like whoever came up with that, where it's like in many things. Like my mom, I forget exactly what she does, but I know she works at a place that builds these things, and like it's with the chips. Like they have to wait on chips, and it's like it's all the same chips that like cars have, because I think they build you're like electrical panels that go in your house that read your meter readings and everything. I think that's what they build.
Interesting.
But those chips
You
just
gotta
kinda-
have one, right?
Yeah.
Someone's got to make them.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they don't even have to freaking. Remember when they used to have to come to your house and like read your meter? Now they're like, "Yep, you use this much."
Literally just send it to you.
Yeah. Which sometimes you got to check that. To be honest, have you ever had it to where it's wrong? Like you get an electric bill and you're like, "What the hell?"
I say that every month, dude. Just like,
Then you remember you have
how?
kids.
How's that possible? So
Yeah.
I walk around every day just shutting lights off,
Yeah, I
turning
bet.
fans off.
I bet.
Like,
My,
Jesus.
So my parents, the barn's on a separate meter than the house,
Mhm.
and like the 1 month it was like $300, and it was like when we weren't using the barn at all. It was like one of the winter months, and my dad's like, it was normally like $50, like the minimum, because it doesn't actually ever get to it. And he's like, yeah, that's not right. And my mom had to call and fight them, and they're like, well, that's what the meter said. And they're like, did you guys send a guy out? No, we got it, electron or computer, like from our computer. And it's like, well, you might want to come look at it because I guarantee you it's wrong. Because my mom was asking me like, do you leave lights on? And I was like, no.
Would one light in the barn for
No,
a month
still wouldn't
be? It wouldn't be
it's a fucking
$300.
12-volt thing.
I was about
like,
to
yeah.
say, there's no
You
way.
can leave it on for a month. I mean, you got to think, you probably always have some light kind of on in your house at all times.
Yeah.
Typically.
Yeah.
I mean, I never have, like, the house is never completely dark. There's usually something.
Whether it's a hallway light or a kitchen, like a little
Something.
something, and something's always plugged in. TV, like there's always
Charger.
something
Yeah.
using electricity. So like you're constantly using it. But I mean, our electric bill's usually not even like it's like $100. So
Damn, you're so lucky.
sometimes it's it ranges. But I don't know
Yeah, so we went from aliens to electric bills.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Is
So we're in agreement. There's a civilization somewhere else.
I mean, it'd be naive not to think there is.
Are they way more advanced than us?
yeah, they gotta be.
I agree.
They
But there
have
could
to.
be another one that's still
Yeah,
in the
does it keep
primitive.
going?
Yeah, you never
Because
know.
how big is the universe?
Isn't it supposed to be infinite?
Infinitely. I don't know. There's some things that are showing there's like a dust now,
the edge?
and that's like where the boom happened.
Is the universe flat?
The Big Bang. I called it the boom, the bang.
The Big
Oh,
Bang.
shit.
The big boom happened. I don't know, man. I get way too deep in some of this stuff. I'm like, I can't crawl my way out.
Do you want to
No.
go to space?
No,
No.
God,
He
no.
doesn't even like to fly. You really think you're gonna go
I
on
mean,
a spaceship?
Shit. You never know.
Dude, the older I get, I was literally just thinking about this yesterday. I was like, the older I get, the more I'm scared of like crazy shit. I'll choose life, even if there's like I start getting less risky,
Okay. Okay.
if that makes sense.
I mean,
Or you can get Buffalo Trace again.
no, I'm not gonna. You can only get that.
Oh fuck, I don't give a shit. I'll get it eventually. I go to Pennsylvania, or not Pennsylvania. I got that in Indiana. I go to Indiana every year, so actually,
Yeah,
I went
dude, I'm
twice
not-
this year.
Oh, do you want more?
Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I just don't do risky stuff anymore.
You know, driving
Like
your
a-
car
like
is
a pre-
risky. though.
Oh yeah. See, I'll do that because I'm in control.
Yeah, fair.
Not always though.
I don't know. I'm an aggressive driver.
I feel like that's the way to be, man.
you have to
can't-
be an
yeah,
aggressive driver.
Dude, you want to know one of the best tricks? I mean, if you need to switch lanes on a highway or something and you're pulling a trailer, my boss taught me this. If you're pulling a trailer and you're trying to get over and like there's cars coming, start wiggling your wheel a little bit because then your trailer starts going too. Everybody like slows down or speeds up and just gets the fuck out of the way and you just move over.
Nice. That is a good
Your
idea.
exit's coming up.
I would definitely slow down. Like, oh,
Yeah, if I start, I was like, what the hell?
I swear I've had people do it to me because I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? And then I'm like, he gets over and I'm like, yeah, I think I know what you were doing there.
yeah, you got to be an aggressive driver. See, I'm fine with that. I'm in control. Things that I start getting out of my control, I start getting anxious a little bit now.
Fair.
Like roller coasters. I'm like, man,
You don't like roller coasters?
I love
at all?
roller coasters, but dude, my legs are so tall that those things click
Yeah.
down one time. They go click. I'm like, all right, well, this is it. Like, I'm like,
You're holding on dear life on that motherfucker.
and it's like they can't come down anymore because my legs are too tall.
So you like the ones that probably strap like
Oh,
over
oh,
top
oh,
of
yeah.
your,
Yeah.
yeah. compared to like just the leg strap one.
The leg strap ones.
the leg
I'm
strap
dead.
ones-
I'm dead.
Like the leg strap ones on the ones that go upside down freak me out because I always feel like I'm about to fall out because it's like, what if this thing just decides,
Yeah.
not today. We're breaking loose.
Someone's hip flexor, cramps up. Like they're sliding right out.
Yeah, like I don't like that. I'm always like when they walk away, I'm like, can I get it one extra click?
I feel like I used to be super scared of shit like that. Now it's just like, I mean,
Let's do it.
I love roller
like,
coasters. Once I get I don't like the first hill. I'm not a first hill guy. I hate the first hill, but I love
A
going
what?
up the first hill on a roller coaster.
Oh, first hill.
Yeah, fuck that first hill, dude. When we're
you
going
close
up,
your eyes.
No, dude, that's
No,
the best
I just
hill.
sit there
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's
I
the
just
best
sit
part.
there like this, and I'm like, because you're going up so slow, and I'm just like, and then like the ones that get up to the top and they just go
Just kind of
Sit
hold.
stop,
there,
and
yeah.
you're like, all right, just come on, let's get this over with. But like when I'm going upside down and like flying and twisting, I love like the Raptor. That's at Cedar Point,
yeah.
right? The Raptor is my favorite one because I like how much you like twist and turn and go upside down and shit, and you don't have a giant first hill.
They're making another like Top Thrill dragster.
I've seen that.
It's like a
Did you see
revamped
that, like,
version.
Oh,
Cedar
and it goes
Point?
like backwards too, or something.
Yeah, so it's not just like straight up, straight down anymore.
Yeah.
I think they made it bigger and shit.
Did you see that like Cedar Point and like Six Flags and Kings Island all like combined or something? Like they're all
What?
I think Six Flags kind of bottom out. So, but like I think it's still gonna be like owned by the same people, kind of like they're still gonna be involved, but it's all gonna be owned by Six Flags or something.
Isn't that a monopoly?
Yeah,
I mean,
there's other theme parks
amusement
around.
parks.
Yeah.
Those are just
Like
the biggest
Disney.
ones.
I mean, is Disney really like? I mean, I go. It's definitely an amusement park, but that's more for like little kids, right? Or
There's
I
good
don't know,
roller
man. There's a
coasters
lot
there.
of
there's like big roller coasters at
oh
Disney.
yeah,
Oh,
massive
shit.
ones.
I mean, it's not like Cedar Point. I mean, Cedar Point's one of the best in the world. We're kind of spoiled. 'Cause,
Really?
like, they have some of the like records for
Yeah.
the Top Thrill was like the fastest. They have some
know,
of like
yeah.
the most turns or most upside down. Like, or they have a bunch of like records.
Right in our backyard. That's crazy.
Yeah, we don't even realize how spoiled we are.
There's a lot of cool stuff here in Ohio.
Everyone shits on Ohio, bro. I swear.
There's a
Every
lot
time
of
I
shit.
every time I say like from Ohio, they're like, oh, Ohio. Oh, like,
Yeah.
yeah. I
It's
mean, I
pretty
guess
cool
you
there.
get. Yeah,
It's not that bad.
Yeah, I like Ohio. Shit. I mean, I'd like to venture out at some point, but
Which is just a little warmer, but there's things to do here.
yeah.
Like Hocking Hills. Like, come on. Have you ever been to Hocking Hills? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't
that's
stayed
true.
in a cabin there, but like I've done like
dude,
cabrewing
those
and shit.
those trails and the caves and stuff is crazy. You don't even realize that's there until you like walk up. You're like, holy
Right.
shit, this is like a real thing.
Tallest complete circuit roller coaster, 310 feet. Longest drop on a complete circuit roller coaster, 300 feet. Fastest complete roller coaster, 93 miles an hour. Those are just three of the ones off the top of my head.
Wow.
Dang, Cedar Point.
For real.
And I'm going to find the...
All right, I'm done with the Ohio slander, everyone. If I hear
Sure.
another Ohio slander out of anybody, it's game on.
Ohio against the world.
Yeah, literally. And the Buckeyes. Oh, you don't like the Buckeyes, but the Buckeyes this year.
That's probably why people hate Ohio, because you freaking Buckeye fans.
Dude, what do you want us to do? That's just
that's
like,
fair.
I want
I mean,
you
that
to
is why a
stop
lot
your
of people-
cult.
do people
Yeah,
hate
but those people
Alabama?
all over, yes.
The state. Do people hate the state Alabama?
Well, they do make
Because
fun
of-
of them because
don't
they
think
fuck
so.
their cousins or something.
I thought that was West Virginia.
Roll Tide.
Well, I mean,
I don't know what's worse, like a deep West Virginia person or like a deep Alabama person.
Oh, like Roll Tide
Or like-
Willie, bro.
like
Hey,
Mississippi.
Get a deep Georgia too. All right, there's some there. I mean, you just start going south and it just starts getting weird.
Have y'all seen that dude? The Roll Tide Willie dude?
No.
Dude, he's like, I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. That dude.
No.
Dude, pull up a video of Roll Tide Willie, bro. Like, this is literally deep Alabama. This is a deep Alabama dude, bro. He doesn't give a damn about nothing but the Tide.
I don't know if you get like a deep Alabama person. And nothing against deep Alabama people or deep West Virginia people. But if you had to like put one here and put one right next to each other,
Find one.
I don't know what would be worse.
Busch Light's back with the fishing cans.
Oh.
They got 4 new ones, and I'm like, damn it! I collect the can. I have a giant collection of Busch Light, and they're all full of all the different cans
really?
that they've done. I started it when I was in college, I think. So I got like the corn, the Busch Light apple, Busch Light peach. I have 5 of these so far. The corn, the hunting ones, and all kinds of different ones.
Oh, here we go. Who's it? Roll Tide who? Willie?
Todd Willie. Drewski like found him and he's been making videos with him. You know who Drewski is?
No.
I think you might recognize him from this video, but
Oh, yeah.
I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, baby.
Don't give a piss about nothing but Tide.
Blitz, Bama, Blitz, baby. Blitz, Bama, Blitz. I love America and I love the Tide, baby. And I love Willie to death.
That's right. I
Don't
love
give a shit about piss but the Tide.
Tide, go get 'em. Tide, go take 'em down. 24 to 17.
I don't give a piss
Wow.
That's almost like I don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan, but it's escalated.
I don't give a piss about nothing with Tide.
Oh yeah, I recognize that guy.
Yeah, that's Drewski.
Okay, yeah, I've seen him.
But that's Roll Tide Willie used to make videos of like reviewing different beers and shit, and then he like blew up a little bit, and now he's just like fucking Alabama
Doing
super
everything.
fan.
Jeez. Speaking of sports, you guys have been watching any of the March Madness? You're not a big basketball guy, Reno.
Yeah, I'm not that big, but I like March Madness.
March Madness is good. This year's been. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to stop UConn in the men's bracket.
Really? I haven't seen him play.
They won their Sweet 16 game by 30.
Wow.
And,
They went on a 30-0 run.
and the Elite 8 went on a 30-0 run. It was like 53 minutes total time, like including timeouts, halftime, and everything. 53 minutes between Illinois' 2 score.
What?
Yeah, it was 23.
Is their defense good, or they're just ballers like offensively?
Apparently, they're
Doing
really
a
good
little
on defense too.
Jesus.
Or they
But to
just
go on a
can't shoot.
30-0 run, like a 10-0 run's good, but you go on a 30-0 run. They ended up winning by 25.
I have UConn on my bracket, so I'll take it.
I got UConn winning.
I got UConn winning too, I think, in one of them.
I had Houston.
Houston.
It would have been different, I think, if that guy wouldn't, their star wouldn't have got.
Yeah, he got hurt.
But, yeah, it freaking. I saw a video that was like talking about March Madness and everything, and it was like people talking about their brackets, and it's like, yeah, you got what underdogs? Yeah, you got to have a 12 versus 5. You always got to have a 12 beating a 5, and yeah, well, which bracket are you talking about? I got multiple, and it's like the stereotypes, and it's like that's everybody that does March Madness.
Yeah.
Because Sierra, when it was going through, I was like, me and Sierra literally just got done talking. She's like, I wonder what upsets. I was like, well, usually you can count on a 12 versus 5. So
I saw no one's perfect anymore, but I saw someone was perfect up until like a crazy game, which
Yeah.
I have no idea. I just don't
Probably the Kentucky game.
probably.
no, it went past that.
Oh,
there was
really?
one that went past that.
I just don't understand
There's
it.
one that went into like day 3.
Because like, how do you guess the crazy things that happen? Like, I know upsets happen, but I just like to
Just
actually be
completely
perfect
random.
on multiple upsets is just how.
You either research a absolute shit ton, or it's just like you're like, fuck it, and just pick.
It's
'Cause
all
that's
about
how I
matchups,
pick.
I guess, at the end of the day. But like buzzer beaters and shit, how do you predict that? You just can't.
You don't.
Just
What
luck.
is it, like 1 in 62 billion or something like that on getting a perfect bracket?
Yeah, I mean, you that's the thing is you got
It's like you have a better
32
chance of hitting the
games.
lottery.
I'm gonna start playing the lottery.
Games, 16 games. Like you have, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2. So you have 64 different games that you have to get right.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
it's a lot.
And
Well,
if you mess up one, it just it completely messes everything up.
well, my work does a bracket, and it's sponsored by Berkshire Hathaway, like the
Oh,
Warren
shit.
Buffett, because they
It's your entire company in one bracket.
yeah. So all of Berkshire Hathaway is in one bracket
Holy shit.
because NetJets is owned by Berkshire Hathaway.
Okay.
And so we get to try to win this bracket, and if you get it perfect, you get $1 million every year the rest of your life.
What?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no shit. It ain't going to happen.
And the winner of like each company, or there's like someone who wins, whoever goes the farthest out of all the companies gets $250,000. So somebody every year is getting $250,000.
Hell of a bonus.
And then
What, dude?
then they take the person who went the furthest at each of the Berkshire companies, and they give them $2,000.
How are you doing?
Dude, horrible.
Oh,
horrible.
you said you had Houston to win?
Yeah, so I'm way up. But a guy in my department won the $2,000. He just got notified today. It was crazy.
Go.
Damn.
And our my boss like emailed him directly. It was like, hey, congrats! Like you go to Vegas or something, like joking around with him. And the guy didn't even know what he won. He's like, what did I win? And he's like, $250,000. And the guy started freaking out. He goes, April Fools, it was only 2,500 or it was 2,000.
Motherfucker probably already bought a truck or something.
Oh, dude, he was flipping out. I'm talking like he's like hyperventilating, like type shit. Like,
Wonder if he emailed your boss back like, today's my last day. Token dib.
Yeah. Sent a really aggressive email like
250,000. Peace out. Here's my resignation. I don't know if I could quit for that much amount of money.
No, I don't think that's really enough to quit your job.
Yeah.
Quit your career? Hell no.
At this age, what amount of money would it take for you to be able to quit?
To quit? Just outright quit?
Just,
give me 50 million.
50 million? That's a lot of money.
I feel like if I had 5 million and could keep myself living somewhat of the same lifestyle and started investing and doing rental properties or that kind of stuff, I feel like I could quit.
Well, 5 million for sure. 100%.
Yeah. I think 5
million
million.
is probably where I'd go.
Man, I don't know. Someone else can just give you a check for like 2 million.
You could if you're smart with it, you could turn 2 million into a lot of money.
You gotta
I
go
look at
to
it
work.
and I'm like,
You gotta go to work tomorrow.
Probably not.
Pay off all my debts, which is like,
$500,000.
No, I mean, I'm rounding up. We'll say 100,000 in school debt, 100,000 on the house.
Dude, that's still nothing.
After the cars are like not even 10,000.
$2 million.
Are you getting taxed on this 2 million though?
No.
Okay, no taxes. Yeah,
straight 2 million.
I mean, dude, all your debts would still not even really put a dent in that. Realistically, it'd put a dent, but
no, that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, they wouldn't even make a dent. And like, if you look at even 1 million, that doesn't even make hardly of a dent in a million.
What if you buy like a nice house? Like a $500,000 house.
I mean, are you paying it off? Cash money right there?
I would.
Yeah, I mean, you probably have.
Well, shit, I don't know, dude. I don't.
Because if you get 2 million,
maybe.
Here's my financial advisor. Yeah. First off, that's what I'd hire. That'd be the first thing I hired if I was given that money. Is be like, all right, I need a financial advisor to tell me kind of,
I'll be honest, because if I got $2 million right now, I don't think I'd buy like a dream house. I feel like unless it's in a crazy area that I know for a fact I'll get like good return on investment in it. I don't even know if it's worth buying like I think rental properties would be the way to go.
I agree.
Or like buying like a rundown house and fixing it up, reselling it.
Oh, the first thing I'm doing is buying. I don't care what type of property. I'm finding the one I want, and then I'm building a house.
Yep. I want like 100 acres.
Yeah.
I've
started looking at property, and it's very impressive.
See, 100 acres might be too much.
It's a lot to manage.
I was about to say to maintain 100 acres, unless it's all like woods.
Maybe like 30 acres.
See, that's the thing that I was looking at is like I kind of want. So I've started looking at land and stuff. Like I'm not buying anytime soon, but I'm just like looking around, and I was like, I kind of like these all wooded lots, like just straight woods, because then I can clear out what I want, and then over time, if I want to, clear out more, I can, and just clear out spots. And then leave the rest woods, because like that's kind of like what my sister has. Is I mean they got hay fields and stuff, but it's mostly woods. So like the maintenance is like you have to go in and clear out some of the trees that fell, which doesn't take that long every year, and like do that. But you really don't have a ton of maintenance in terms of like yard work because it's just woods.
Yeah, I mean, if it was all grass, that would be horrible.
Yeah.
Oh man,
absolutely horrible.
That's where people are like, I want a really big yard, and it's like, are you mowing that really big yard? Because my brother from his old house
get a really nice mower.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely buying a zero turn. Like the freaking Eagles lineman when he got his pay or his new contract. Did you guys see that?
Oh, he said probably a really nice mower.
Yeah, they were asking him like, when are you gonna buy now that you got this? And he's like, probably a really nice mower. And they were like, a zero turn? He's like, yeah, zero turn. He just posted the other day, got my zero turn, and he's sitting on it.
Zero turns make mowing fun though, low key.
The only thing I don't like about them is you can't drink a beer while you're mowing.
Why?
You can. Oh yeah, while you're turning.
Oh, you're right.
But you could set your beer on the side.
Yeah.
I swear this is why my parents will not get a zero turn. That's what they said. They like to drink a beer while they're mowing. And
they just have the riding one?
Yeah. And my mom and dad were like, we're like, Mom, like, you guys can mow your yard in half the time. And my parents have a fairly big yard, and it's like, you could mow it in half the time. And they're like, well, we can't drink a beer. And it's like, seriously? This is where we're at. That you don't want to mow with it because it's, okay.
Dude,
All right.
I bought one last year. It's so worth it.
Oh, 100%.
So worth it. Because I had a rider, then it like, something happened. Like some spring blew up. Dude, I don't know anything about mowers. So my one buddy does landscaping. I'm like, dude, do you want this thing? Like, I bought it for like $100 off some dude. So it wasn't like a big thing. I was like, do you want it? He's like, yeah, I'll fix it. He took it. Got another one. That one blew out too. I don't know what I'm doing to these damn mowers. So I said, screw it, man. I'm buying a new one and I'm buying a zero turn. Like, I'm done with the maintenance on mowers.
What kind of zero turn did you get?
A Turo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're nice.
Well,
Yeah.
my buddy's like a expert with anything landscaping. He's like an expert with all machinery, everything. And he's like, go to this place. I know the guy. Tell him, like, I sent you. He'll give you a good deal. And then he ended up showing up to the place, talking with the sales guy, just running through all the got the price down for me. I was like, dude, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Like,
They would have probably upcharged the shit out
oh
of you.
yeah. I'm just like, shoot, whatever, man. Like, this guy's, he's so serious about everything landscaping. We went into Home Depot one time, and I forget what we were like. I don't know, some machine. I don't know what it was. And he's like, no, I want that one right there, because in Home Depot everything's freaking locked up because people steal shit all the time. Dumb, but. He's like, I want that one right there. And the guy grabbed the wrong box. He's like, motherfucker, I'm talking about that one right there. I know what I'm talking about. I'm like, dude, chill out. It's just a little thing. Like,
I'm kind of if I go to anybody's house that has a patio, I look at it like freaking with critique eyes, and I'm like, I don't like this. Because I remember I was dating some girl, and I went over to like her uncle's house or something. I remember we were on the way back to her house, and her dad was like, what'd you think of his patio? Like, knowing that's what I do for a living. And I was like, didn't look bad. And he's like, you didn't like it? I was like, no, because he installed it himself, and I could just see so many things that were wrong with it. And I'm like, but, I mean, you know what? To each their own. It is what it is. Like, I'm not going to sit there and be like, dude, why'd you do this? That looks stupid. I was just like,
supposed to do it this way.
Yeah, I was just like, whatever. No, I'll go out and nitpick mine. Like, I don't care. Like, I know there's so many things, because that was the first patio I ever truly installed, like, by myself, essentially, and I didn't have... I wish I could go back, like, knowing what I know now and redo it, but it is what it is. I mean, that's what's nice, because, like, there's a cut out there that when my boss came over, he goes, you know how to make that cut. I said, I know now. I didn't know when I put it in. And he's like, why don't you replace it? I was like, that's my special touch. And also at the bottom of every one of those posts, when I put the concrete in, I drank a beer and put a Busch Light can down in there.
I might need you to come do a patio.
Oh, fuck, dude. How big a one you talking?
I don't know. Not that big.
Like the size of mine, or bigger? A little bit bigger, probably?
Probably a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Well, like, you know the shed I have deep in my backyard? I want to expand that, make it like more like a barn-ish, and then
Okay.
put a patio on the back end.
Yeah, that's
so you
easy.
walk out and it's a patio and you're looking out at like the cornfield. It'd be dope.
Oh, okay.
That's like my vision.
Yeah.
Put a little fire pit in there or something?
Yeah, well, I have one. We used to have like a little koi fish pond, like when we moved in, and it was so gross. Oh, these people did not take care of this pond. And I'm like, number one, that thing is disgusting. And number two, like, one of my kids are going in there for sure. So I filled
caught a
it.
fish.
Yeah. I filled it, and it was like a perfect circle. And there were all these rocks everywhere. So I took all the rock, like big rocks. I took them all out and made like a big circle, like kind of like a wall, like a rock wall around it, and put the center of where my fire pit is with like pavers that were left underneath our porch. I was like, shoot, I did this all for free.
You know what's crazy is like the amount of people that like pay us really good money to put those type of fire pits in.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I literally found it.
you have
under
rocks
my
in your yard. You could do this yourself. Like,
Took me no time.
yeah. And people like will pay us like, and like one of our jobs, it was a 300, not just the fire pit. It was a really big job, but it was like a $350,000 job when it was all said and done on Buckeye
Yeesh.
Lake. And like, he has that fire pit. Now also we ran a gas line to it, and he has an automatic ignition, so he just sparks it.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
all the fire pit is like
That's
what you
sweet.
have. It's just the rocks around it, and he just throws whatever in there, and then just has an automatic lighter.
Damn. But still like wood burning, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he burns. Yeah. It just he has a starter for it. That's all
Okay.
it is.
That's sick.
So he doesn't have to go out there with cardboard and
Right.
a propane torch. Like, come on.
I
Start,
had like a
motherfucker.
before and after picture somewhere. That was like my baby. That was my project.
It's so fun, Dante. Are you gonna live in like Columbus your whole life? Or are you planning on like kind of getting a house, or what are your plans?
My ideal situation would be to have like a house in the city, or like a condo of some sort in like the city, and then kind of like a get the hell out of the way place, like a cabin or something like that.
Dude,
like,
I really want to get a cabin.
You know, I mean, I like city life. Like I like being close to everything, but I think as I grow older, I'm not gonna really like it because the traffic is horrible down there. Like always shit going on. There's not really like at my mom's. It's so quiet when you like walk outside. And it's
like
nice.
you can just let the dog out.
Right.
Like, that's our big thing too. Is like we look at our dogs and we're like yeah, we have a fenced-in backyard, but we're like they need to run and they love to run and they love water and that stuff. So we're like we really kind of want like a big area that they can just where we can just let them out and not worry about them barking at 11 o'clock at night. And we're like, oh shit, shut the fuck up.
No, but yeah, definitely like peace and quiet's nice.
It is.
Yeah. Like, all right, here you go. So that's the koi fish pond. Look how gross that is. It's it looks like the grass because it's so green.
Oh god. Do they have a filter on it or a pump or
Were there
anything?
fish still in there?
No,
I
God,
was about
no,
to say,
nothing.
golly.
Just a bunch of frogs. Then I filled it.
Oh,
then,
that's sick.
and then turned it into. This is before I planted all the grass. I know nobody can see this, but then all the rocks I just put around the edge. It's like,
Dude,
let's
that's
go.
sick. Well, you have a decent amount of land right now. How much land do you have right now?
It's about an acre,
Okay.
and then it looks out over these giant fields. Like it's such a beautiful view.
It feels like you
This was
have
the reason I
more
bought the
room.
house was the backyard. The
You don't
house
have a
is
house
tiny,
behind you.
dude. Like our house is small.
Yeah, I don't know. I love doing like yard work and just
My favorite.
it's so fun and so relaxing. Like when we just mowed Friday and weed whacked and everything, and like when we got that done, it was just like I just want to sit out here and look at it now because it's like I feel like an old man, but it's just like it's relaxing. Like after you get it done, especially.
So,
Don't get me wrong. There's times where I'm like I really don't want to fucking mow right now, but I do it and I'm like that looks better.
I honestly, I mean, I haven't gotten to mow in so long, but if I had the proper like mowing equipment, like a zero turn or a nice mower that like leaves nice like stripes in the yard, I'd
Dude,
fuck with
lines
that.
are so
Yeah, that's
fucking
that's
nice.
my favorite part about mowing is like making it look like crispy, bro. Diamonds in it, all that. Like, yeah.
Dude, I always used to like when I get done, I'd drive down like the first line and be like looking at all the lines as I drive by and everything. Like when I used to mow the kennel, I'd pull out the opposite way so I could look at all my lines and I'd be like, fuck, that one's crooked.
No, but yeah, that's the cool part about mowing, I think. Yard work, I guess I really haven't got to experience it. I mean, I've done yard work at my mom's and stuff, but not for my own place.
See, my thing
it's
too.
fun. It's fun when it's yours.
Yeah.
Right.
Like when it's yours, you're like, all right.
Oh, I hated
like
doing
let's
it at
get
my
creative.
parents'.
Right.
I hated I absolutely hated doing it at my parents'. Anytime I had to go out and do stuff, I'm like, God damn it. Now that
It's
I'm here, I'm
mulch.
like, I need to mulch. I need to do this. I need to do this. Like, it's like, yeah, I have all these ideas. And then it's like, oh, shit, this costs money. My other thing, I like gardening. I got that raised bed. Do you garden at all?
I actually just planted 3 things yesterday. We're growing like tomatoes and hot peppers and a blueberry bush.
Oh,
Those will,
okay.
That'll come back every year, too.
Yeah, I saw something on like Instagram where like you literally take a blueberry, you crush it, and you plant it, and it turns
That's
into it turns into a blueberry bush. I'm like, no way, this is true. So I'm trying it. I'm gonna see if it works.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the
damn.
pineapple thing?
Yeah. Like I
what
think
is
it's the same guy.
The pineapple, and then there's the avocado.
Mm-hmm.
You can plant an avocado tree, like with the seed out of an avocado.
Damn. What's
You
the
get-
pineapple thing? You just plant a pineapple?
You cut like the top of the pineapple off and just like plant that, then it grows like out of the top of the pineapple. It's like reverse grows.
A lot of stuff, like I think
It's
you have to
weird.
like, yeah, you have to like put it in water first and let it soak or something.
It
and
grows
then,
like little sprouts.
And then once it does that, you put it in the dirt and it'll expand. Like
Damn.
it's freaking nuts.
Because Liv's all into plants and shit. I'm not. I mean, I don't
know
know a
if you
lot
could do
about
a
them.
pineapple
But
tree in Ohio, but
Yeah, I don't know.
damn.
I don't know a lot about plants either. I just just kind of figuring it
Just
out.
try
It's kind
it,
of
yeah.
fun.
I don't either. I just like. So the first year I did a garden, I did buckets, like 5-gallon buckets, and planted the plants in those. It did okay. I kind of planted them a little too late, but I got a few things off of it. Last year I built the raised bed and planted a crap ton, and it did better. And I learned a lot. Like each year you just like learn things that you're doing wrong, or like, because like I usually plant my seeds too late. I already have my seeds planted. They're upstairs in the bedroom, and I put them. Start them in like solo cups if I'm growing them by seed, and then once they get big enough, I go plant them outside.
That's what we're doing. We got like the yogurt containers, like the big yogurt containers.
Yeah, that's what and it's just really it's nice when I come home after work. I usually like don't even go inside. I just walk through the gate, go out to my garden, and I water all my flowers. I water all the garden and everything when I need to, and it's just like it's one of those things like you let your mind decompress because like you're not focused on all this other bull crap, and you just kind of just relax.
What do you think your most successful thing that you grew last year was? You did vegetables like tomatoes and all that, right?
Tomatoes was too successful.
Too many
keep up.
tomatoes?
I called my mom and I was like, I have like 50 tomatoes in this plant, but they're not turning red. Like they're not changing at all. And she goes, you need to take a bunch of them off. The problem is they're all stealing nutrients from each other. She's like, you need to have like 10. And I'm like, oh shit. So like I had like a bucket full of fucking tomatoes that were just green that I'm like, it's just getting too much. But yeah, I don't know, it was probably my tomatoes that did the best. My strawberries did well, other than the fact that I'd have one that was like red and then like partially green. And I'd come out the next day and it'd be gone. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, where the fuck does this thing go? And I finally asked Sierra, I was like, are you going out in the garden and eating like the strawberry? Like, I don't care. I'm just, where are they going? Come to find out, I'm looking out the bedroom window looking at my garden one morning. My dog gets in my garden and eats my strawberries. He literally like climbs up there and you saw him like, and I'm like, you little, because you could see it was like bit off. And I'm like, you little shit.
Yeah.
I have to cover it in the
Sneaky.
winter, like when there's no plants in there, because he'll run over and jump in it. And I'm like, he's going to jump over the fence. Like he's just going to jump over the fence one day. And I'm going to be like, oh shit. Because we don't keep their collars on them
Right.
since they're just in a fenced in backyard.
You think he'd run away? Maybe.
He'd run for a little bit and then he'd come back. I feel like he's got out before, like he bolted out the front door, which a couple times, which he doesn't do anymore when she beat their ass enough. But he ran down in between the fence over here, and you'd be like, "Come here, Brooks," and then he thinks you're playing, so it's like this game. And one day, like he ran around the house like 4 times, me chasing him. And it's just like, all right, me and Sierra have learned what we do is like, we unlock the car and we're like, let's go for a ride. And he jumps in. You're like, haha, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Get back inside.
Gotcha.
And every time he jumps in, but then he won't come to you because he's like, I know what you're doing. Yeah. Let's go for a ride.
Yeah, dogs are the best.
And you're allergic.
I know, kind of. Dogs not so bad. Every other animal, just, I can't do it. Sucks.
Is any animal with hair?
Yeah, pretty much.
Isn't it like especially horses?
It's horses. Horses will kill me.
Hey, that's
No
a good
way.
thing.
Yeah,
Your
like-
daughter can never have a horse. It's a win.
Yeah, those things are expensive as
No,
shit.
no punny for you, babe.
Damn, so like you would like start breaking out or like
Oh, like my throat closes and everything. Horses
holy
are
shit.
bad.
So
You
you
know
can't
what?
really go to like
You can't go to
The
Hartford,
Hartford
Fair
Fair,
and walk
nothing
through
like
the
that?
barn.
No. Well, you know, have you ever gone to medieval times before?
I've heard of it. I've
It's
never
like
been.
a
Is it in Columbus?
no, I don't know if there's one in Columbus, but it's popular on like the East Coast, like tourist cities. It's like these old medieval like knights and stuff, like
oh shit, okay.
fighting and whatnot. Like it's a show. It's a show.
It's almost like a war reenactment type
Right.
thing.
And they ride all the horses and stuff around. We went in there. I was in there for probably 10 minutes. And like my sister-in-law looked at me. She's like, are you okay? And I was like, no. As I'm holding my daughter, I was like, take her. And I like went to the bathroom. My eyes were bloodshot, like completely red. I'm in there like, oh my God, should I call the ambulance? Should I not? It was bad.
You have like an EpiPen or something?
No.
Oh shit. So it would have
I wasn't expecting. I'm in an arena. Like
Yeah.
I'm not even like touching the horses.
Do you have an EpiPen for that though? Like,
No, I do
oh,
not.
Shit. Okay. Damn.
You just avoid horses.
Yeah.
So you just have to take a shit ton of Benadryl and just hope for
Yeah.
the best. Yeah.
But it gets me out of going to like my family's like holiday sometimes. Because they have like cats and stuff. I'll be like, I gotta like, it's too bad. And every time I come over, I gotta take Benadryl. I'm so tired, I can't enjoy it. So I best not come over.
Perfect though.
But I'm
You're not
also
lying.
not kidding
Yeah,
either. Like
you're not
it sucks for me every time we go over there. I'm like, gosh, I can't breathe,
Right.
or I'm super tired and drowsy.
Can't even
Are
enjoy
you bad
yourself.
over here since we have 2 cats?
No, honestly, not that bad.
No, it's 'cause
Like, I
Sierra
can feel it a
cleans
little
freaking
bit.
all the time.
I feel it a little bit, but not. It's when I like pet a cat is when it gets really bad.
Mhm.
Like being in the same house isn't like too bad, but
Or last time we were recording, the cat kept rubbing up against me.
yeah, right. Like if I were to pick that cat up and start petting it, like
Oh, and
Wouldn't
they're
be good.
shedding right now, so you'd be screwed. So like you'd be petting them, and like tufts would just fall off of them. I watched them. I was down here Sunday doing some stuff. We're sitting right here, and they were over there on that rug, and those cats were going at it. Like it was like at one point I was like, "Are they okay?" Because like they were tackling each other. There was tufts of hair. Like the one was like going like this, trying to get hair out of its mouth because he was like
biting it.
going so hard. I was like, good Lord. And then I have a picture. I think I sent it. It's my streak snap, but I have a picture. They were both sitting at the door just looking out the window beside each other like they were best friends. And it's like, they're literally, well, they are brothers, but they're like, family brothers. Like, we're going to fight. And then like 5 minutes later, it's like,
be fine.
yeah, we're fine.
Ever tell you my asthma story? So when I was growing up, the doctors always thought I had asthma because I was wheezing like a lot. Come to find out, it was the freaking cat that we had. I was just allergic to the cat. So I had like an inhaler. Like I was taking like these asthma pills or whatever that were giving me like horrible ear infections
And
for like
nothing's working.
nothing was working. They're like, you're still wheezing. I'm like, let's give you more. And I'm like, and then the cat died. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm better. And they're like, you were allergic to the cat. Like, you don't have asthma. I'm like, oh, great.
Like, thanks.
Yeah. Because, like, all through sports, I'm like, I don't ever get out of breath. Like, it's only when, like, I'm at home.
Right.
Sure enough, it's the freaking cat.
I'm glad I don't have. I mean, I'm not really allergic to anything that I know of. I guess.
I'm
Guess I
not
could
either.
encounter something that just
Yeah.
like tweaks me out. But
Yeah, I've never had any time where I've like broke out from anything, or I don't know. I guess I've never noticed anything per se.
Yeah, like, I don't have any food allergies or anything. Like, it's just some fur. I don't know. Or it's like the dandruff, I guess, in specific animals is what it is.
I feel like I'd be allergic to something like stupid, like porcupines or something.
Armadillos.
Poisonous things.
You get bit by a snake.
I'm allergic
like,
to. I'm
"Oh,
allergic to venom.
Yeah.
It's like that snake's not venomous. Wait, what?
Yeah. Just start breaking out.
Dude, that'd be terrible. Getting stung or getting like bit by a venomous snake, like, and you're allergic to the venom.
Oh my. Yeah. It's probably over.
That's like people allergic to bees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liv's allergic to bees. She can't even eat honey.
Damn.
What?
That's how allergic to bees she is. yeah.
Whoa,
Damn.
never heard of that.
That sucks. Because honey's good. I mean,
Yeah.
honey's in a lot of things.
Yeah. I mean, she's allergic to all nuts too.
Damn.
Oh man,
Can't even have peanut butter at the house, bro. I haven't had peanut butter in so long. Sucks. I love peanut butter.
It's like you
Love
get
peanut
home
butter,
from
dude.
work, she tries to give you a kiss. No, I had a peanut butter and jelly.
hey, the next round table will make some peanut butter
Yeah, we
sandwiches.
need to, man. I miss them. She has like this sunflower butter, which it doesn't taste like peanut butter, but it's like a substitute.
Yeah, she couldn't even have almond butter
No.
because that's a nut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah, because like even almond butter, it's like it's not quite the same as like peanut butter.
No, peanut butter's gas.
Peanut
I
butter
need
is
it.
literally the OG of like all the types of like peanut butter type
Spreads.
spreads. Yeah.
Dude, I used to just be able to like take a spoon, peanut butter jar,
Oh,
just
dude. I remember I used to eat
Thinking
it out
about
of a
it right now.
jar. Yeah, like
Yeah.
just fucking just scoop that shit out of a jar.
Just dry mouthing for days,
yeah.
Fucking,
but just loving it, just
Yeah.
not even caring.
Yeah, not at all.
Sierra used to give me shit because like I used to get Nutella. I really like Nutella. It's just too damn expensive. And I used to get it and like bananas, and then I'd fucking literally just take a giant scoop of Nutella and then like take a scoop off the banana and eat it. And she's like, "Do you want any Nutella with that banana?" And I'm like, "Fuck off, all right."
Dude, bananas and peanut butter is gas.
It
I
really
remember
is.
was that our senior year? Every day, Coach Cook would have the Jif
Yes.
peanut butter cups and a banana for
We'd have
us,
that at
bro.
halftime, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think we had that too. But I remember during
Camp.
like warm up or like workouts too,
Yeah.
he'd have one like every
Yeah.
morning.
That combo is just
So good.
absolute fire.
Bananas, I think, are good by themselves, but you start adding other things to them.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm not a giant banana split guy, but a banana split's pretty
No, yeah, I don't really fuck with banana splits either.
good. What's the go-to ice cream then?
I like chocolate stuff, dude.
Just regular chocolate?
No,
ice
I mean I'll take like
See, I'm a vanilla guy.
an ice cream cone, maybe a twist, like a little chocolate and vanilla action together.
Mm.
But if it's vanilla, it has to have like some fudge or something, like
See,
cookies
anymore,
and cream.
They got so many different like blitzers and shakes and all this stuff that it's like, man, what we got up here? I'll get a freaking banana shake, and Sierra's like, "You're crazy," and I'm like, "I like banana."
We used to do monster shakes. They're called monster shakes
the hell
in
is
college. Yeah. There's this place called, oh my God, like Handles, maybe? I think that's the name of it. We would have Monster Shake Monday, and all the linemen, like anyone who was on the weight gain program, we'd have to go to Handles and get a Monster Shake. And they were like 52 ounce just shakes.
Holy
They were like
shit.
2,500 calories a piece. Just
Damn.
disgusting, dude. And like, we
Yeah,
couldn't
drinking-
breathe after eating
Drinking
that.
like a regular, like large or medium shake, you're like, "Oh man, that's a lot."
Dude, it
drinking
felt like it was
that
like a
much?
liter of just shake.
Damn, you had to
Oh.
you had to practice the next day too.
Oh, and it
feel
was
like
tradition. It was tradition.
Like
if you're on the weight
stomach
gain
wise,
program,
damn, holy shit.
it was, and I was on it every year of my freaking college career. So I had
Damn.
so many monster shakes.
And that was every Monday, even during the off season.
Oh yeah, every Monday, Monster Shake Monday.
Holy shit! So you had
By the end of it, there'd be like 25.
208 shakes. So 208.
I
Or no,
will-
that's 52 weeks in a year. But you weren't there all year round, right?
Yeah, no, we didn't do it every single Monday,
Okay,
but it was
okay.
practically. It felt like
Okay.
every Monday.
Enough. That
Yeah.
you will probably
Way too
never
many.
have another one of those in your life.
To the point where like the athletic program did a video on us like for Monster Shake Monday because it became such a tradition.
Oh shit!
It was awful.
Whose idea was like did the lineman make that shake? Like,
Yeah.
whose idea was it to freaking make that?
I think
thing?
someone just went to this place and they're like, "What's a monster shake?" And then being like the big old fat guys we were like, "Who wants a monster shake?" And then it just like became a thing.
Oh god.
We're going to Handles to get a monster shake.
How much were they?
They were only like $8, so it's not like.
Damn.
But
That's
we'd
surprising.
we'd roll like 25 deep at this little ice cream shop.
Oh, they made bank.
Oh, and they
nice.
loved us. They're just like, "Oh, here they are. It's Monday. Come on in." They just
Well, yeah,
started
you got the football team in at your place, so like it looks good.
just started pulling mad containers of ice cream out just to start shoveling
Yep.
them
All right, this one's set aside for Kent State.
in. Dude,
Yeah.
it was disgusting.
Monster Shake Mondays. Did they when you're on the weight gain program, they track what you eat, or they give you like stuff to eat, or is it more like you just had to log what you ate?
So we didn't have to log anything. They didn't put us on like a meal plan per
Mhm.
se, but you got put on the X list. And so every single meal, because we got fed like breakfast, lunch, dinner practically every day. But every meal I had to sit with the strength and conditioning staff. And they had a check mark how many plates I ate. And then if I didn't have enough on my food, on my plate, they'd make me get up, like go get more food. And they'd check mark. I had to eat 2 plates at least, minimum.
Full plates.
Full plates for every meal. Before practice, after practice. And luckily I got a pretty strong stomach, so it didn't like impact me that much. But like going out to practice, I was so full, just like groggy. Before every single lift, I had to eat 2 Snickers bars before every lift. Then after we got done lifting or running or whatever, I had to take 4 scoops of protein into just like a normal blender bottle. I was like drinking pudding.
Yeah,
It was and it was muscle milk too, which like is so sugary and just like you just get the chills like when you're drinking it.
I mean, I guess that's how you gain weight. But like, I mean, it's obviously not all good weight, but they just wanted
It was
you to
a
have
lot of
mass.
bad weight.
Yeah, they just wanted you to have mass at the end of the day.
It was just sheer protection too,
Yeah.
and that's like all I looked at it. I was like, I'm getting my ass kicked. Like I have to gain weight just to have some like girth behind
Right.
me, you know?
Knowing what you know now, would you do something different?
100%. 100%. Like the lifting stuff, I probably would have kept probably the same, like the conditioning like that. We had a really good like strength staff, even though one guy was like an absolute like psychopath. Like he was still he was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Then another guy we had was like he was really big into Olympic lifting, and I follow. He has his own supplement company now. Like he's played at Florida, played at Louisville, and he was like really hard on us, but knew his shit. He got me so strong and so powerful. Then the last guy we had like 4 strength coaches. I had so many coaches in college. The last guy was a straight power lifter, like just lifting as much weight as you possibly could, and he got us so strong. Like one guy got us so powerful, one guy got us so strong. It was
It's like a
pretty neat.
perfect combination.
Yeah. Dude, by the end of my senior year, I was moving weight.
What's the app, if you could go like with a free version or even a paid version for like food tracking?
MyFitnessPal, with
Okay.
hands down.
But I know what drives me nuts, and this is probably the laziest thing I could say, but the barcode scanner doesn't work if you have the free version.
So there's a trick to it.
Is there?
Yes. So if you go in and you change the location within the app to the United Kingdom,
No
the bar
shit.
scanner works.
We're gonna get sued now, but
Yeah, no, everybody's now gonna know that trick. Yeah, like and if you change your location on it, you get the scanner.
huh?
So like if I could just go to add food, like now I can scan.
See, I try.
Whatever it
That's
is.
that's what I got to try and start tracking mine, just to see kind of where I'm at.
You
And
should.
I know that's what when we were talking about it, because I feel better in the gym. I feel better in general, but the one thing you said, you won't know if you're making any true progress until you see kind of like what you're eating and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because like I always tell people to track their macros first before they start trying to do stuff on their own, because it gives you such a better relationship with food. Like when you're scanning stuff and constantly reading nutrition labels, like now you understand portion sizes, you're understanding like what's bad, what's good, what has a lot of, like usually it's the fat that gets people, like, because fat adds up really fast.
Oh yeah. See, that's the thing too, is like since Sierra's tracking and doing all that, it's kind of helped me with my meals at home, especially like what I'm eating and that kind of stuff. So I feel like that's helping some, but I know we're obviously not going to be the same in what we should be eating.
Well, like the fats will go up quick, but the protein will feels like it never goes up.
Yeah.
Getting your protein intake is so hard, but that is like the number one thing you should hit.
She's finding these snacks that she's eating, like she'll be like, fuck, I still have like X amount of grams of protein that I got to get. But she's found snacks that are like high protein, low fat. So that's what she goes to at night to meet her goals.
This little thing I just drank right here, this
The
little
milk?
Fairlife chocolate milk, 30 grams of protein.
Damn.
It was like 2 grams of fat. I'm like,
You don't realize too when you start
perfect.
looking at protein supplements that you buy, some of them are really bad.
Horrible. Some of them are so bad.
And I feel
So
like
bad.
everybody just thinks like protein, it's all the same. And like
They just look at the protein number. Like, no, you got to look at the other numbers.
When
there.
you
It's
say
Like
look-
sugar and stuff like that.
sugars, carbs,
Like,
fats.
I was buying off of somebody.
That's why muscle milk was so shitty, because it was so
Yeah.
high in fat.
I was
still
looking.
drink some muscle milks I like from gas stations.
Well,
and
like
stuff.
you'll pull up the big old on the front cover, like advertising, it's like 25 grams of protein. Like that's the big number that they display. When really on the back, if you look, it's like, God, I'm putting down 12 grams of fat with this too.
Shit.
Like that
Yeah,
ain't
see,
good.
The protein I was drinking, I won't call them out or anything, but like I was drinking it, and like that's the big thing: 30 grams of protein. That's like the big thing that you see on the packaging. And I started looking at the facts and the nutrition facts, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is terrible." Because like one night Sierra said she had to get X amount of protein, and I was like, "Well, just drink a shake." And she's like, "I can't because it'll put me way over my fat." And I'm like, "What?" And I looked, and I was like, "Holy shit."
That's the same with protein bars too. Like protein bars
Yeah.
that's false advertising as well. You might as well eat a Snickers bar. It's the same thing.
What?
It's fucking nuts.
Like if you look at
I
a
feel
Snickers
like-
bar, it's like the exact same macros as some of the like protein bars out there.
I feel like for me, I always look at the protein, and that's low-key it. But I feel like I'm trying to gain weight too, so it would be
So
like,
it
is
don't
it still
matter.
bad?
No, it don't matter.
I was about to
if
say.
okay, it depends. Like it doesn't matter as much.
I haven't gained weight since senior year of, actually, yeah, I was my heaviest like my senior year or like junior year of college.
And you're trying to gain weight?
Yeah,
Dude, you gotta eat.
Yeah, I think
My problem
that's
is
my
I don't
main
know
issue.
what
I
I wanna
guarantee
do.
if you track your food, you'll be like 80 grams short on protein.
You're probably
I
right.
promise.
Track
Yeah.
it. Just get to MyFitnessPal and change it
Just
to
do
United
it for
Kingdom.
just do it for a week.
All right, I'll download it today.
Just do it for a week, and it's tedious, like weighing stuff out and scanning
Right.
barcodes. But like, it's so worth it. And once you get like comfortable doing it for like a couple weeks, it's like nothing.
Habit type deal.
And then it's all saved in here, and you're just quickly typing in stuff and like
I'm
saving
so
it.
used
It's
now
really
to like when me and Sierra are in the grocery, if she like she'll just walk up to something and scan it just to see like, and it's just like it's easier. She just scans it and she goes, yeah, no. And I'm like, oh, well, and you know what? Kind of makes this grocery trip a little easier. We're not just grabbing shit and throwing it in the cart.
That's like,
Makes it a little cheaper.
and you'll be surprised on a lot like ground beef. It's like, oh, ground beef, tons of protein. Like, yes, tons of protein,
She
but
gets
like,
the extra lean.
yeah,
ground
you got to be
beef.
careful. Ground beef too, like very high in fat. Like, and pork is like crazy high in fat,
Sucks,
but
'cause
it's
I
so
love pork
good.
chops.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so good. That's
I
why
love
it's so
pork
good,
chops.
because it's covered in fat. But like, just gotta be careful. There's a lot of things that are sneaky. They'll sneak up on you.
Yeah, the big thing we've been doing is like extra lean ground beef if we want ground beef, or ground chicken and ground turkey are like the things that we do a lot of.
Yeah,
And like I've always
even
I
ground
grew up-
turkey can get up there.
Yeah, she gets like the lean version of that as well. But like I grew up, everything was ground beef, like sloppy joes, ground beef, tacos, ground beef,
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know how I feel about like going to ground chicken or ground turkey. When you add a taco seasoning packet or whatever to it, it tastes the exact same. Like there's a tiny difference, but it's not anything crazy.
Dude, the easiest, like one of the easiest ways to get protein in is with like bone broth. So if you put like, I don't know, like a couple chicken breasts in like a crock pot and fill it up with bone broth, like up till like the chicken's covered, and just set it there overnight, wake up. Like the bone broth has a ton of protein in it, plus all the chicken has a ton of protein. Like you just like packed in like probably 50 grams of protein like that.
Damn. Have you ever listened to Gary Brecka?
Sometimes, yeah.
Dude.
He can get a little conspiracy feeling for me sometimes.
Yeah, but I do like. So I just listened to. He was on one that got released today. I listened to his episode,
I'm saying like I know more than Gary Brecka. Like,
and we just sat here and talked a bunch of conspiracy theories. But I was listening, and I will say, like today, because I think he's been getting a lot of slack for that kind of stuff. And today he was like, honestly, like I don't know if this is true, and so I think he's trying to like cover his tracks a little bit on it. So I don't know, but dude, the one when he was on Rogan opened my eyes to a lot of things. Do you drink tap water?
yes. Oh, that freaks me out.
Don't. Get a Brita.
With all the fluoride.
Yeah, get a Brita. Do you drink tap water?
We have a Brita.
Okay.
Damn, I need to get a Brita.
Get a
I've been
Brita.
thinking about that for a while
Did
now.
you notice a different taste in that water? Like a clear
Yeah,
taste?
that was good. It was nice and cold though.
Brita.
That was the
You don't
Brita.
like cold water?
I do like cold
Oh,
water.
okay.
So get a. You can
Like
get
it was
Britas.
cold without the ice.
Oh,
It
hell yeah.
throws me
We
off.
keep our
Yeah.
Brita, I mean, it's in the fridge. But what's nice is you literally just like fill it up, like fill up the top, and it filters through
Mhm.
and gets. And obviously, it doesn't get everything, but it gets a lot of
Enough,
a lot of the stuff out, and it like when I poured, like we first got it, I like let it fill up and then poured a glass, and I was like, holy crap. Like this tastes completely different than like I grew up drinking tap. I grew up drinking out of the damn hose. So like, fucking dude, we'd be outside playing football and it's like, hold on, I need a water break. Go over to the
all the
hose
time.
and turn
I
that
mean,
on.
shit. Just think about what we had.
Has a little like metallic taste.
High school football, the water, the horse, bro, the trough, bro. Like, what the hell, dude?
I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
bro. The little stream.
Oh my god.
Straight from the
And
hose.
you'd be like, dude, don't put your mouth on it. What the fuck are you doing?
Dude, it did not produce
You'd
enough
have to
water,
cover.
bro.
You'd have to
Yeah.
cover up a couple holes so you don't get
Yeah,
wet.
you'd always walk up and cover up the ones beside you.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit. I forgot about that. For the people that don't know what we're talking about, when we were in high school, we had, it was literally what? It was almost like a sawhorse
Yeah.
built, and they had PVC pipe on it and
Like
a hose
drilled
connected
holes
to
in
it.
it.
Just drilled holes in it and just turned the you always had to walk over and turn the hose on. First one over always had to turn the hose on, and then like it would always like spray out real fast.
It's like an 1800s like hose too. It's when you pull like.
Yeah.
And water breaks were never long. You had to get in and get out too.
Dude. That's why I always brought my milk jug. But the problem is when you bring a water bottle, now they're better today, like it's staying cold. But like you brought something, it always got hot, and you didn't want to drink the hot water because it didn't do anything for you.
And it was like the water horse was like inconveniently far.
Yeah,
like,
you had
down
to,
the
like,
hill.
you had to jog to it damn near, bro.
And they put it at the bottom,
of the hill.
Like, why not put it up on the top of the hill? Like, extend that hose out, make the freshmen run down and turn it on.
That's what was sick about college is having like water available at your practice.
Trainers.
Yeah, for
you literally
real, bro.
Just ran off and the trainers were right there.
Right,
like,
bro.
Thank you.
Like, you could just open your mouth.
Yeah, quality of life there.
I didn't have that.
They just poured it for you.
I had that a few times actually. Like when I had it during the game is when they'd pour it in your mouth for you. Like you'd be sitting there. I remember like starting to take my helmet off one time and somebody's like, "No," and I was like, "Fuck, all right." You feel weird because you're like, all right.
Okay, good. Or they miss a little bit.
Yeah.
To the face.
God damn it! Now I'm all slimy.
Ew.
Shit. We want to close this one out.
Water.
That's how we're closing it out, is with
What
water.
an adult conversation that was.
It really was. I mean, think about Fiji water though. Before we close it out, like Fiji water, I've always thought that tastes different than like regular water you get from like Dasani or something.
like
yeah, but the
different
problem
minerals
is
and
it's in a
stuff in it.
freaking water bottle, and there's always all these things with the bottles, the plastic bottles.
Fair. No, I'm not saying I would pick Fiji water over Brita water. I'm just saying
yeah.
like that's when I started realizing water like there's water that's different, bro.
My brother drinks the Body Armor water.
I haven't seen that.
Interesting.
He said it's really good. I forget what my boss got the other day that said that was really good, and I've had it before, but
Alkaline water? Because I've heard a lot about alkaline water is good for you.
I can't remember what it was. Have
Like
you listened to
smart
Gary
water
Brecka?
and stuff.
Mm-mm.
Go listen to Gary Brecka Rogan episode. Opens your eyes to a lot of things that you really like. Have you also seen the thing with toothpaste?
Well, it has like fluoride in it.
Well, a lot of things have fluoride in it anymore, which is weird. But like with toothpaste, there's different colors on the toothpaste. The little square on the like tail end where it's like crimped.
Mm-hmm.
You know how there's like a red square, blue square, or whatever.
Yeah.
It means different things. It involves like the chemicals that are in it.
What?
I don't know exactly what it is, but I know like green's like organic per se, and like I think I forget what color is like the worst, but like there's all those colors mean a different thing of like what it's made with.
What?
Weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Dude, I just
And
literally
that's the
go to
thing,
the
it's
store,
like-
grab toothpaste. I'm like, it's cheap. Looks
Yeah.
good. Looks good. Like,
Whitening? All right. Yeah. Sure.
Like ever since I've started like,
No cavity,
kinda,
sound good.
actually caring about this stuff, it's like I start looking at things and like I see these videos that pop up on Instagram, and like then I always have to go down the rabbit hole, and I'm like, well, is this true? And I start looking it up, and I find things on it, and like, no, this isn't true. Yeah, and then you like find 20 things, and you're like, fuck, I'm gonna kill myself. But it's like also, I kind of look at some of the stuff, and I'm like, is this why people have cancer?
Right. You just
dude,
don't know.
Dude, like,
Everything causes it.
yeah, I
Yeah.
was about to
But,
say,
like,
the air we breathe.
Somebody said to me one time too,
Something it causes cancer.
I think everybody has cancer. It's just how extreme is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, just think about the shit you breathe in every day with.
Well, a deformed cell is technically
It's cancer, right?
It's just ones that multiply rapidly are the bad ones. That's the bad cancer. Because that's how cancer spreads. Just multiplies
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
like deformed or that
That's what
deformity.
they have to. That's what the whole chemo does. Is it like stops it, doesn't it? And like tries to like eliminate those.
Yeah, it tries to reduce the amount of those.
And it's something with like blood cells too. Is it white blood cells or?
Yeah, white blood cells. Because Sierra's dad, he had cancer, and he's in remission right now. Knock on wood, thank God. But he had a white blood cell transplant. Like they pulled his white blood cells out of his body and like replaced them. It was like $1 million surgery.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it was.
Is that what fights
New
fights
blood?
things
Yeah.
in your? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like red blood cells transfer, white blood cells like fight off.
It's the knights in shining armor.
Yeah. So you need those.
yeah. Yeah, those are important if you have a low white blood cell count, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Low red blood cell, I'm pretty sure it was also.
Y'all know what blood type you are?
I'm O positive.
Is that rare or is that O negative?
That's
rare.
O negative can work with A and B.
Oh, and everything, like work with everything.
So it can work with everything, but O positive can only have O positive. Same with like A positive.
Okay.
So I know I can't do everything, but I don't
know what blood type I am.
I don't know either.
Is it on your birth certificate?
I think
don't know.
So. Because I remember I asked my mom one time, and she's like, I got 4 of you motherfuckers. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. I've only gotten blood drawn one time, but they didn't tell me what blood type it was. Or maybe they did.
That's how I found out. I got my blood taken one time. That's all it took for me to never want to do that again.
You guys never done the plasma?
As bad as that sounds.
Or plasm, or whatever?
Yeah, that's what they did to me. They did the plasma shit. They're like, oh, you're big. You could take the plasma too, and fucking passed out. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Were you doing it like
It's like at school, like in high school, there's like a blood drive.
Okay, yeah.
And they give you, a cookie and fucking orange juice after or something?
Well, they're like, are you okay? You okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, why do you guys keep asking me that? They're like, you're green. I'm like, I feel fine. And then as soon as they got done, I was like, oh my God. They like laid me back. I was out.
Holy shit.
It's like, yeah.
I know a lot of
What, they had you do like a double?
Yeah, it was like a double because they took like, I don't know what they did to me, man. They just took all my blood.
I know a lot of people just did that just to get out of class. But it always fell on because it was in the winter usually, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I
don't
it was
remember.
In the winter. But I feel like it always fell on like a game day, and I was like, that is a terrible idea.
Yeah, not a good
It was during winter because I remember I don't like needles, bro, so I never did that shit. I was like, yeah, I'm cool on that, but there's like dudes who did it, who wrestled, and they'd come in and like everyone was like, "Why'd you do that?" Because they're literally like gassed.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh my God, dude. I mean, hey, you'd make weight today if we weighed in though.
couple ounces.
Yeah, fuck. I know people in college that went and did the plasma thing or whatever. Plasma
For money.
Plasma.
Yeah, they pay you pretty well.
They went and did it just to make a little bit of money. I was like, Jesus.
You can do it like twice a week or something too.
I think so. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, you can make pretty
I'm not
good
gonna
money.
prick that many times.
Meanwhile, back 20 years ago, they were fucking going to sperm banks and just donating their sperm.
Who?
That's what they used to do back then.
They'd sell it.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
I think they still exist.
Or they would pay you. They wouldn't sell
for
their
people,
sperm like black market shit. But
for guys that are infertile, or girls that aren't married or whatever, if they want to have a kid, they go to a sperm bank and get artificially inseminated.
I didn't know they paid you for that shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
But then
Must
you
be
might
so
find
awkward.
out years down the line that you have a fucking kid you had no idea about.
Yeah, I think it's all confidential probably though, right?
It
Yeah.
is. But and that's the thing is you're not responsible for the kid. You don't have to they couldn't sue you for child
That'd be
support or
some
anything.
shit, dude. It's like, hey, I was trying to make a couple bucks in college. Now I gotta pay for this fucking
23 and me. Find out who pops is.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, actually, that probably makes it not confidential then. If you did an ancestry test, it would have to show that, right?
I mean, yeah, it'd eventually show up.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, those ancestry tests are weird. I've heard some stories of some really crazy things.
Well, sorry, go ahead. I was about to say some crazy shit, dude.
I've heard a story of this one dude, he found out he was actually adopted and had no idea. He was 30 years old.
Wow.
He did the ancestry thing, found out he was adopted and had
His parents never told him?
He had 2 brothers and a sister, and he went to his parents and they were like, yeah, we weren't ever going to tell you. And he had a falling out with his adopted parents because he's like, what the fuck?
Why did you adopt
I'm 30
me?
fucking years old. What? I feel like there's a time, I know he was the only kid. And he's like, I feel like there was a time, I have sisters and brothers. I want to meet them. And all this shit. And there's also been other ones that are swinger families. It's some things get weird.
I saw, it was a Netflix documentary of a dude who used to work at one of those, I think it was a sperm bank or something, but he was impregnating everybody with his shit, his sperm. And he had hundreds and hundreds of kids.
Imagine if that was Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, God.
God.
and it was in a small town, and I don't know where, but they started figuring out because a lot of those kids stayed in that town, and they all started figuring out that they were like dating and find out they were like related and shit like that.
Oh, that could have been bad.
Yeah. I forget what it was called, but it's insane, dude. It was like, I mean, he got in a lot of trouble for it, obviously,
Yeah.
but
That's how Roll Tide Willie came along.
Oh, shit. All right, that's a good place to end. That's it for Roughnecks Roundtable number 2. We'll be back with another episode, an interesting one. We'll have to come up with some better I mean, we had a good episode, but we'll have to come up with some. We'll have to top this one for the
Yes.
next one. But if you guys ever have any topic ideas for Roughnecks Roundtables, as you can see, we will talk about everything. This episode literally went all over the place, from aliens to sports to freaking sperm banks.
yeah.
So
To electric bills.
electric bills. Forgot about that part. Gardening. So if you guys ever have a topic idea, just let us know. But until next time, you guys know the deal. Life is hard, and it's going to knock you down just like a bull does to a bull rider. Don't let that bull of life walk all over you. Get up, grab the bull by the horns, and take control of your life. Roughnecks, out.